Hey everyone, Tony Miano here. Going to take a quick break from working on the audio version of my soon to be published book. I'm reading through chapter 4 right now, which is part of part 1 of the book, which is my personal testimony regarding dealing with anxiety and depression. As I've been reading this chapter, a word has popped out a few times, and that is the word empathy. Are you familiar with that word? Are you aware that it's a relatively new word? It was a word coined by a German psychologist in the early 1900s, and it basically means in feeling, to join someone in feeling. Now, empathy is decidedly different from sympathy. Sympathy means with feeling. We see Jesus being very sympathetic throughout the Gospels, and in expressing that, the Gospels often use the word compassion to describe Jesus' sympathy towards those who are suffering like sheep without a shepherd. The world today, though, and much of modern psychology, and even many segments within the evangelical church, would say that we need to be empathetic with people who are struggling emotionally. We need to join them in their suffering. But that's actually not biblical. Joe Rigney, writing for the Desiring God blog, wrote about empathy, and in his article he wrote this: compassion only suffers with another person. Empathy suffers in them. It's a total immersion into the pain, sorrow, and suffering of the afflicted. Let me describe it to you this way. You and a friend are walking through the woods. Your friend is several feet in front of you, and all of a sudden you see your friend drop out of sight and he begins to scream, and you notice he has just fallen into quicksand. As he thrashes around trying to find a way out, it only causes him to sink deeper. You look around and you see a long rope, and you throw the rope to your friend, and you say to your friend, "Grab the rope, I'll pull you out." And your friend thrashes around and says, "No, no, no. Come in here with me. You need to be in this with me." Are you going to jump in the quicksand with your friend? Of course not. Both of you will drown. No, the right course of action is to stay there with your friend and do everything you can to pull him out of the quicksand, giving him the means and the tools to get out of that dangerous situation. That's sympathy. Empathy would jump into the quicksand with the friend. Sympathy would give your friend the tools in order to get out of the quicksand. Most of the world, again, most of modern psychology and even segments of the church would say we need to be empathetic. But no, what people need who are struggling with anxiety and depression isn't empathy, but it is sympathy. And I talk more about this in my book, Overcoming Despair. The battle you're fighting has already been won. We hope to have the book published in the next week or two. And if you're not already subscribed to this channel, I hope you will. And that way you can receive updates as to how close we're getting to the book being published. And I'm going to do more of these videos over the coming days that talk a little bit about what I share in the book. I hope the book is an encouragement to you. I believe it will be an encouragement to you. And so stay tuned for more information in the coming days. Thank you for watching.